KUAM News brought to you by GTA. We start with you. Subway and Chili's Grill and Bar.
The U.S. Department of Interior's Office of Insular Affairs is now taking applications for their Coral Reef and Natural Resources Initiative grants for FY 2022. The Guam Department of Agriculture has applied for the federal funding in the past, which addressed aquatic invasive species and plants. The funding is now expanded to terrestrial invasive species and animals. DOAG Director Chelsea Munya-Brett.
What we have considered and want to use this funding opportunity for is to apply for or use projects that will address stray and feral dogs, but also feral pigs, which have become a danger and nuisance in our communities and our jungles and our conservation areas.
Mayors have expressed concerns over the growing number of feral pigs and the damage they cause through attacking agricultural areas and farms. The overgrowth is also causing an imbalance in Guam's coral ecosystems.
It's both deer and pigs, but specifically the pigs will eat and uproot new tree growth and plants whose roots hold together the soil. So because we've had such an overgrowth of feral pigs and deer, which are called together as the group ungulates, they're eating all of these new tree growth and new plants, and whatever fruit-bearing plants and trees are also growing in the jungle. So now there's less trees holding the soil together. So every time we have a heavy rain, all of that soil is washed into the rivers and then out into the ocean. So those are those big mud plumes that you see in the water.
The mud plumes block sunlight from the live coral, causing soil and sediment to settle on top, eventually suffocating and killing the reefs. She describes DOAG's plan to control the pig population.
I want to work with USDA to identify the kinds of Roundup pens that they're using and then apply for funding to purchase several of those to work with mayors and set these up in the jungle.
Government agencies, education institutions, and nonprofit organizations whose grant proposals directly benefit the U.S. territories of American Samoa, Guam, the Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, as well as the freely associated states, the Federated States of Micronesia, the Republic of the Marshall Islands, and the Republic of Palau may apply for the grant funding.
Collaboratively, we all have our individual conservation restoration projects for conservation areas, but we also have collaborative projects that we work together on too. So we're kind of attacking it from the same problem from different angles, but doing very similar work.
Munya-Brett acknowledged the Leon Guerrero administration, who she says have pushed DOAG to find solutions to resolve the issue. Interested applicants can visit grants.org for more information. The deadline for submission is April 1st, 2022. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Tyler Matanane.